True Media. Hey, check this out real quick. I was just sitting back thinking about something, right? And I was telling myself, like, man, I'd rather be alone than to be in the wrong situation with the wrong person. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the last thing I want is to end up in another relationship wasting a lot of energy and time on the wrong person. See, me, I don't preach independence. I don't preach independence in no kind of way, because I believe that a man and a woman together is stronger than just, being independent. Like, two minds is better than one. So by no stretch of the imagination is I'm telling you that, it's cool to just go through life with being alone and shit like that. But sometimes you gotta embrace that shit, because it can be God trying to save you from being with the wrong person. And one thing I see out here nowadays, it ain't no loyalty in these people out here. It ain't no love in the hearts of the women out here. It ain't no love in the hearts of these different dudes out here. You feel me? It ain't no love in these people out here, man. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no loyalty. And I'd rather be alone than to sit up here and be with a woman who don't fit in my world, who don't share the same beliefs as me, and who's gonna end up causing me everything that I worked hard for. You feel what I'm saying? And the last thing I want is for somebody to be around me pretending like they really rock with me, but the whole time they're the enemy. You dig what I'm saying? And sometimes it's best to be alone, man, to make sure that, you coming correct for the next person, and the next person coming correct for you. You don't want to be the only one sitting back, putting in all this time, hard work, and energy, and the next person is half-assing it. They ain't even giving you the bare minimum of what you deserve. You dig what I'm saying? And sometimes it's just best to be alone and steady yourself until the right one come down. You feel me? Till you meet the right one, basically. Till the right one come along. You feel me? You can't be out here just so desperate, trying to get with any and everything, dog, and you find yourself in a bind time after time again. You dig what I'm saying? Because you don't know how to spend time alone to yourself, and you fuck around and get in the worst situation, or you jump out of one relationship and you end up in something worse. You dig what I'm saying? And this is what I'm seeing with people out here. People can't even stay together past 2-3 months without some shit going bad. And I be sitting back using they ass as an example to try to just like paint a picture for, the shit not. So I be sitting back using certain people as a example and painting their situation as a picture to make sure I don't fall for the same shit that they falling for. You dig what I'm saying? Because one thing I know is that people be desperate, man. They don't really be trying to get with people for the right reasons. They be trying to get with people just to prove somebody else wrong, that, they still have somebody that like them and shit like that. And I'm telling you, sometimes it's just best to be alone, man. It's best to steady yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Because one thing you ain't got to worry about is no drama. You ain't got to worry about a motherfucker bringing you no problems, or somebody looking for you, or somebody, interfering with your peace of mind. You dig what I'm saying? Them the benefits of being alone sometimes, man. And I don't preach independence, because I always know that two minds is better than one. A man and a woman together in the right situation could be very powerful and beautiful. But the wrong situation, dog, with the wrong person, bro, that shit can lead to your untimely demise. That shit can lead to one of the worst decisions you ever will make in this life. You feel me? So you gotta understand, man. Spend time alone if you need to. You dig what I'm saying? Because everything that look good ain't good, and everything ain't coming like you see it. You see the outside, the outer appearance, but you don't see what's on the inside. You feel me? You don't know what's on the inside of a person. You dig what I'm saying? Everything ain't coming to you how it present itself. Like, you gotta really unwrap that gift to see what's inside of that motherfucker. You feel me? See, when we get gifts, it come in a package. It come wrapped up. When somebody trying to surprise you with something, you don't know what it is. You feel me? It can be anything inside that box. And that's how people is. You don't know what they carrying. You don't know what they got going on. You really don't know who they is until you find out. And sometimes if you ain't careful, if you rush in your situation, or if you rushing into a situation with somebody that you don't vet properly, or you don't really take the time to get to know, bruh, it can blow up in your face. And I'd rather be one of the ones that's spending time to myself, getting myself together, rather than to be jumping in and out of all these different relationships with these different people, different spirits. You know what I mean? You got all these women, you got corrupted. You got men out here corrupted. And you wonder why you can't keep no man, sis. And you wonder why you can't keep no woman, bruh, because they corrupted. People corrupted at in their heart. And you gonna be wasting time with all these different people jumping in and out of these relationships when you can be spending some of that time to yourself, figuring yourself out, planning for the future, getting your life right, getting your life together. So don't ever think that, you know, the things that you look and see on a person is what you gonna get. Because they can be an entire different thing inside of them. See, you just looking on the outer appearance. You're not looking for what's inside of them. You ain't even got to the point to where you can see what they may be. You just looking at, you know, the outer appearance and gauging them from the outside looking in. But you can't see, you know, what kind of person they gonna shape out to be. And the sad part about it, one thing I understand too, is that person might be good for somebody else. They might not be good for you. I have to understand that shit too. See, some people ain't bad. It ain't that, you know, the man you was trying to get with or the woman you was trying to get with, it ain't that they bad people. They just not good for you. They not good for you. They might be good for somebody else. You feel me? And sometimes by jumping in and out of all these relationships, bro, you damaging your spirit. Because you taking on they demons. And I'd rather be alone, man, than to be entertaining the wrong situation with the wrong woman. Because I know at the end of the day, most of the time all you doing is wasting time anyway. You dig what I'm saying? And you got people out here only getting with people for the look of it. It's just for the look of it. It's just for props. It's just for, you know, some kind of form of trying to be noticed. Try not to look like they alone or they lonely. Try not to look like, you know what I mean, like they can't get nobody or be with nobody. People do shit for the wrong reasons. They're not really getting with people because they want to grow and build with people. They doing this shit for the gram. They doing this shit for social media, for looks. And that shit end up blowing up in their face because they went into it with the wrong intentions to begin with. And I'm telling you, man, sometimes you got to spend time to yourself. Get to know yourself. Be alone for a period of your life. That way God can send you the right one. You feel what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna have no question marks. You ain't gonna have to worry about this, that, and the third. It's gonna be all authentic and pure. And you gonna be able to tell and see just based on the vibe that they show you. But see, a lot of people nowadays is corrupted. You don't know what you getting yourself into when you out here fucking with all these different people. You may think that you getting the woman of your dreams or the man of your dreams whole time. You getting one of the worst things that's gonna ever happen in your life. Gonna have you stuck into some shit you can't even get out of. So be very careful and cautious when you're dealing with people, especially when we talking about entering and intertwining with people and mixing DNA and trying to grow and build with somebody, man. You don't know how a motherfucker really coming. You don't know who you dealing with until you know who you dealing with. And see, for a lot of people, it be too late. They already be stuck in those situations. And I be trying to use other people as an example of what not to do. You feel me? I use other people as an example. Okay, I know not to move like that. I know not to say that. Man, we in a different era. People don't have no love and no loyalty in them. They don't have no real true commitment or none of that shit in them. They not building with you for you. They don't like you for you. People trying to get with you for what you can do for them or what you got or who they think you is. But the moment that they find out that they can't get shit out of you like they thought they could, they gonna move on to the next person. See, it's all about usury. It's all about usury and, you know, what a person can get out of you nowadays. Everything is transactional. These new relationships is based on transactions. What can I get out of you? What can you do for me? What is you bringing to the table? And that's not how God intended this shit to be. That's why can't nobody stay together like that no more. Marriages is failing. The dating scene is fucked up. Men and women is out here debating and arguing over who right and who wrong. It's because of people is going into this shit with the wrong intentions. And I'd rather be the one sitting back not wasting time on a woman. I'd rather be the one sitting back not wasting my time. Not wasting my energy, not wasting my resources. Because I know at the end of the day, you can't get time back. You dig what I'm saying? You can't get time back. So before you start entering into these relationships, you need to start asking yourself these questions. What is this shit? What is I'm going to get out of this? Is this helping me build towards my future? Or do this have a strong chance of diminishing my value in the things that I work hard for? You got to ask yourself these questions. And you got to make sure people fit into your life like you need them to fit into your life. You can't be accepting, you know, all this bullshit just because she look fine, bruh. You can't be accepting all this bullshit that they come with just because he got money, sis. Nah. You got to stand on business. You got to stand on what you said you want in a person. Don't fold up like no clothes when you get somebody and they impress you, you know what I mean, by how fine they is or how much money they count, and then you drop your guards and you wind up getting stuck in a situation you could have avoided. Don't be one of them ones, man. And sometimes you might be the one that, you know, you might bump your head a couple times. We all bump our head a few times, but you need to be learning from your mistakes. You shouldn't be out here jumping from relationship to relationship and shit like that. And you still making the wrong decisions. You still making the same choices and decisions that's keeping you stuck from building with the right person. Some people never learn a lesson. No matter how much they hit their head, some people never learn a lesson. They still go out there following chase behind the same nigga, following chase behind the same women who they know that don't mean them no good. And they never grow. They never grow into the person that they was meant to grow into because they corrupted and they got all these spirits attached on their ass. All these different spirits and entities is attached to their energy. And now your vessel get weak. You can't properly vet nobody because of you tainted. Your spirit is tainted with bad energy. So you got to understand, man, you got to start asking yourself questions like, what is I'm going to get out of this person that's trying to build with me, man? You know what I mean? Like, what's the, it gotta be more pros than cons. I ain't saying that, it's a perfect person. Everybody come with something. But what I'm telling you is, you better damn sure make sure that you ain't gonna be wasting your time with nobody. You feel me? Because it ain't no loyalty in these people of today. It ain't no love or loyalty out here like that, man. People is users. They getting with you for what they can get up out of you 9 times out of 10. It ain't got shit to do with they like you or nothing like that. It's what you can do for them. They like what you can do for them, but they don't like you. It's a difference. That's why you see a lot of celebrities breaking up. A lot of NBA players and NFL players can't keep a woman or can't find a woman. That's because these dudes is out here leading with the intentions of thinking that money is going to keep a woman. Not even knowing that she only after you because of your money. She don't even like you like that. You feel me? And so remember, man, you can't get time back. You don't want to be wasting your time with the wrong person. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to do a good job at gauging people. And if it don't work, it just don't work. Don't force shit. Sometimes you got to be alone instead of yourself. Don't be out here forcing relationships and shit. Because you're going to end up in the worst situation, the worst predicament. You're going to end up, you dig what I'm saying, tied to the wrong person, spending years and years, wasting a lot of time that you can't get back. That shit can lead to a ton of regret. So when you see the red flags, you got to make sure that you nip it in the bud. You don't go no further than that. And your spirit is going to tell you exactly who this person is. You just got to listen to your intuition. You feel me? But don't be out here forcing shit with nobody, man. I'd rather be alone than be entertained with the wrong situation. Straight up, because it ain't worth it. And I know at the end of the day, people ain't playing shit fair nowadays for real. You know what I mean? People got hidden agendas, ulterior motives. They not playing this shit fair. You got to be careful, man. Be careful what you ask for and be careful what you allow and what you go along with. Always love yourself enough to look after yourself and to make sure that, you dig what I'm saying, you ain't getting no less than you feel like you deserve. Real talk. So until next time, man, I just wanted to put this on y'all mind, man. Y'all be careful out here, man. Keep your head on the swivel. You feel me? Keep your head on the swivel. Watch your surroundings. Pay attention to who in front of you. And be careful who you give your time and your energy to. Because everybody ain't cut like you. You feel me? So until next time, man, I love y'all. God bless y'all. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.